but we actually it really actually exists the different colors of human, and it kind of is like cool to have those different colors. Really is awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna go a little bit this way, a little bit this way. Slowly walk, slowly walk here by my house. You can't walk that much. We're not able to walk that much. Oh, they trying to give people jobs or something. They put spiders intentionally by the park, by the thing. Why would they do it? I don't know. That's very weird. They put it by the light here. They have spiders like right there by the light. Mhm. There's a spider. I think they put it by intentionally. You see, there's no science here of animals at all. Some government, they if they could build this type of street, those big Porsches, okay, I'm sure these type of business are sometimes much higher than the government, and I don't need those. I don't need those. As far as freedom, I think we just talk about it. These parents are generally wonderful. The teacher is wonderful. I just gotta meet with the teachers and talk with them because I went 20 years university. I did write letters. I did, but I gotta talk with them. You know, they made it kind of hard to talk to your teachers. Or I'll be able to go to Laguna Hills High School. Just talk to the teachers. It's so simple, and talk to them at equal level and say, hey, we want a better system for the children, and we want, I mean, it's a little bit more freedom, because the education is not the only job, the only way to help people. We don't know how many years of education, so it's a new millennium. We got to talk about that, but they're very good at helping people generally. So I like to go over there and talk to those folks. Not I don't want to talk to the students yet, but first just talk to the teachers. The teachers should be available to talk with. That would be fantastic. I would really like it. And how do we do it? Well, I'm not sure, but they got to find ways that we give some time for the children, and we give some time for the teachers as well. I'm at the age of a teacher approximately. Okay, so I can see that the system is not working for who? For the teacher. I know it's working for your children. The children, 40 of them, get to get sit together, and they come to me as uncles, and they come to my mom and brothers and everyone to this whole thing. It's working for kids, but it's not working for adults. Those kids have designed this stuff. They're quick. They're like small kids, small little bushes like this. They've designed these little. Well, maybe they're not that ugly. Okay, like these bushes. They designed a whole bunch of these bushes to get to the tree, to get the tree. And that's what I'm saying. These little bushes. These children are little bush. And these kids have designed the program against people like me, a teacher, or a person like me that could a great president. Although president's job is difficult, but he gave it to 80-year-old man because he can't think very well, and he'll do the same policy all the time. He won't give it to people a job to run this whole city, the whole city. These kids are that powerful. They gave the job to the one teacher and like 40, 50 kids. Hi there, how are you? See, the poor guy is walking alone. The kids usually have, when I went to school, I walked by 2 or 3 people all the time. All the time. So the kids and their presidents have designed the most crooked system. He probably has one of those cars like has whatever everybody has in the 1900s or 1920s or something. I don't know. But they've designed a system that just does not work. Somebody that can run the whole city, that helps work with the city. Maybe I don't want to be a manager or run the whole city because that I can do very easy. Just because Mr. Bankin and I can do these type of things, I can teach in class for 40, 50 years, one person. But I don't think that we should. I think these kids have to learn we can't use one person for 2 parents. I'm on the side of the parents as well. Those kids go get the parents, but then they go have friends. They go to their uncles. They go to their aunts. They have teachers. They have too much, and they have like 40, 50 kids in a class. I never have 40, 50 people in my class, in my stuff together as a class, as an adult. Nothing. I am on the side. Where's my friend right there? I am on the side of she waved to me first. I am definitely on the side of the law. And I never seen 40, 50 people together as adults at my age, for like children, every day. Those kids get 40, 50 kids, kids and 40, 50 adults every day, like little Trace, little Ryder. They're having the time of their life. So my life is missing. My life is always missing. See, I'm walking alone. Here. They're cutest kids. One of them acts kind of crazy, but look, they're cutest kids. Okay, there they are right there. They're cutest kids. One of them acts crazy and takes the whole thing. Like a girl my age goes there, and all the cute kids fight to get high. How are you? Wave. All right, let's see you. Because they're the cutest kids in the world, but they got like 4 or 5 kids, 4 or 5. I mean, they're like 6, 7 right there to go to the pool. One girl or one of her dad or myself. Sometimes I go over there and join them, their mom. But what I'm saying is, this is 1 or 2 adults. They had like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them go to the pool, and they have so much fun. That's how I was. But we want to design something like that for adults. Kids are easy to take in the house. We want to be able to. I'll give them the kids' life. I'll give them the kids' life as well. The 4, 5, 6, 7. They wave to me. They're very polite. But we want to give that life to adults. Like they're almost, one of them, a couple of them are my size. But I'm not gonna. But I know they're children. They're 1 to 25. They're probably 1 to 10, 1 to 15, 1 to less than 20. But what I'm saying is, I like to be able to go out there and see those kids have fun. I was there that day having fun with them. Me, my brother Saul, and Eddie. He brought his kid, and we had fun with these children. What I'm saying is, that's adults, like let's say 10 of us, 8 of us, girls, 4 or 5 girls, 4 or 5 boys. That's missing. Or 40, 50 people in a classroom. That's missing. I'm not saying this is good for your bones. That's really good for you. That we got to put that in there, and I want to see that come together. That'd be great. Hey, so we want to bring that together. The life that they have now, like that gentleman able to run, and myself able to walk around, and one wife. This is not good. This is not. Or you get a girlfriend or something. This is not. This is the mind of some crazy people of the 1900s. Because he got like 40, 50 kids together in a school. He got 40, 50 kids together in the pool. But he won't let like adults. He likes that wife. He does sex on her. He does children. Oh, if it's so good, why she got pregnancy? Why the girl have pregnancy? A human inside a human. Inside the human. It's not possible. There's no human inside me at all. That's missing. I want you to take care of that. The pregnancy on these people. There's no pregnancy on adults. I want you to take care of that first. That there is no pregnancy on adults. You can get a wife and husband without pregnancy. There's no human inside a human. We want you to take care of that first and review it at least. And it should be easy. Should be really easy. I want you to look at that and is that true or false? Just keep an eye on that and tell me the truth. I mean, let's look at that and review that. I mean, if schools can't do it, we can work on it from age 1 to 10, then 10 to 20, 20 to 30, all to 30, 40, 50. You can't just give it to Biden, 80-year-old poor guy, and Miss Harris, and Mr. Pelosi, 80-year-old Karzai, 80-year-old Ghani, 80-year-old Mr. Putin, and 10-year-old children to review this first. We got to have middle ages people like 40, 50, myself, and 30 years old, 20 years old, 60 years old, also review this matter. The middle age can help us. Today it's Biden and his old children. Remember, we had that's a relationship they always have. Here, but not in my apartment, my home area. The old man doesn't even go to kids that much. He talks to me sometimes, and I talk to the children. I also talk to children, so I'm like the middle guy. The middle guy in the government functions and society, and a lot of the stuff is missing. So we hope that somehow we're able to solve these problems, make it fun, make it possible that if a child has 40 kids around him, so does adults sometimes. So those people are good. That's mom and dad. Again, that's not gonna work. The forced stuff doesn't work. I would want single kids, like these children are single. That's mom and dad at 70, 80, and 40, 50 like my age, 30, 40 my age. That's not gonna work. That's just not gonna work. Now, what I'm saying is there's other ways. You get 20 people or together like a school and go to school, go to the park and have fun. That's missing. The old man and once you're an adult, that stuff is all missing. So We gotta look at ways how if the children can do it, and the children are, that's probably your best life and the harder. But you don't have to make it that difficult. That's probably why. But so can adults. If the children can do it, so can adults. If the children can do it, so can adults. Those kids go to school. They read and write. They talk. They hear. They go by 30, 40 in a group. The children can do it, so can adults. So give it a chance. That push. I'll go with those kids some other time. But that's what I'm saying. We want a chance here that the kids on the parent side, 1 or 2, and the parent and the school teacher, very hard people, harder than Mr. Biden, harder than Sayers. Like they have to be hard to face. They have to be hard to. They don't hit you. The teacher never hits you in America. My mom never hit me, thank God. But they're very good in discipline. They have to be hard and discipline. And my mom is actually very easy, so we're making mistakes. My teacher were actually very simple, easy people. We're making mistakes on them. Now, whoever designed this guy is a crook. That's what I'm saying. The whole thing has to be under review. Whoever designed this teaching stuff is a major, major crook. And my teacher was the nicest, most kind people like myself. They don't want 40, 50 little kids because that's not helping them with their growth. 40, 50, 60, 100 growth kids. And my mom was a nice person. She never bothered me once. She was a nice person. She didn't want 6 little kids all the time. What I'm saying is, then the children are 40, 50 together. The adults only get 3, 4 people together. That's not right. So the whole thing has to be under review. We have the whole millennium. We really have the whole millennium. These kids are wonderful. I don't know. Like, another thing is, you don't need that much. The children with 5, 6 kids. These are wonderful. I was 5 kids, 6 kids with my mom. But what I'm saying is, we have to, on some kids, people that want 1 or 2 kids, or 3, 4, 5 kids, 6 kids. A lot of them are working. You could have those as well and have a choice. You'll have choices. Well, I like the parents. I like my neighbor. Oh, I'm the middle. The neighbor is like kind of the middle guy. The neighbor guy is a little bit missing. So the teacher created a job for himself. The mom had to have a job. And the middle guy, myself, is other folks are not around. They got to go to work to Starbucks. They do a good job. They had to go to park. But at the neighborhood, this job I have is fantastic. What I have right now, if you can create me a job like this, if you have a job, that's fantastic. I talk to my neighbors. I make sure they're okay. I do a lot of speech. I sometimes swim with them. I sometimes have. I talk with them right by their house. I tell them about safety rules of the cars and safety rules with no animals, safety rules about staying here with no cigarettes. I tell them no cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. I like to talk with them, or I like to relax. Sometimes I like to sit down with them. I like to go in their home sometimes. But they used to come when I was young. They used to get the kids, and some of their parents would come to my house. They used to come to my house when I was young. I think they were coming to talk to me, kids and their parents. But sometimes they came over to talk to my uncle and also my mom. They were my neighbors. This area, because they don't come to our house as much, but that's okay. That's what I'm saying. But the child can take the responsibility of adults. The child brought in people to come to my house. The child that had uncles come. I have. You can do it as long as when you're an adult, you can do it as well. The system gotta change a little bit as well. You see, if I get the children are easy. You just get it. There's 6, 7 kids. I'm sure a couple of those are adopted. You get it, and then people come to you from miles away, 1,000 miles away. But I can't make you anymore. I was a child. I can't make you anymore. I had to get to university. I got to school. We got to do, you got to make the home better. I think this is wrong. The adults can interact, the 30, 40, 50 people together too. And if you don't do it, I got Biden. I got Miss Ayers. They got no interaction. I got the teachers that are going to look at this stuff. They're not getting enough interaction except for kids. And the parents don't spend enough time. They're going to all look at this and see you guys. Your little group thing is going to fall apart. I'm sure they have little group places where some, the adult's life is just that special and fun, like my life was as a kid. But those people are going to fall apart because I know it existed, but they would come to my house and pray on the and have not pray on the child. I was 6, 7 kids. They have on 6 kids. My uncles would come. My uncle 10, 20, 30 of them would get together because the kids. Now there's no kids. He doesn't come, my uncle. So those kind of group. I mean, those things. You gotta look at those. What I'm saying is, there's gotta be ways to make it as safe as we can. Then it's not my family. It's not just my family. This is more how we can do interactions here of adults. The children interaction, that's not good for your bones. I won't even allow that many uncles and aunts, that many teachers, that many mom and dads to interact that much and use the bone of a child. You can use the bone of adults, because if you use the child's bone, you're not going to grow. But if you use an adult's bone for adults, you're going to grow. Children bone for children. It's about the same size, 2, 3 foot for children, 3, 4 foot for children. Then 4 foot, 5 foot for adults, some adults. 5 foot, 6 foot, some adults. They have a lot of those, and sometimes you can get 6 to 7 foot for adults with all of you. You see what I mean? If you just go with children bones, it's difficult. Children and adult bones, children and adult brains, as far as growth. The real growth is like the school with 40 kids. The kids are really grown, and that's a lot of folks. So we want this Miss Harris to look at them, and they stop the child growth in a way that only through hard discipline. And these people, these uncles, some of them don't even go to school or become good members. Some of these people have mom and dad, they don't finish the school. At least, Mr. Bond, make sure they finish. Everybody has to finish 12 grades to be a human. At least. I want to know who's even adult education, not GED. We don't accept GED. If you didn't finish it, you got to go all 12 years. All 12 years for adults. So they can go to university. You go to the same grades, probably the same school. No GED bullshit. GED, that's bullshit. Not, like different diplomas, no. It's just a diploma. Grades 1 to 12, you must, Mr. Van, to be human. Otherwise, we can't accept your human life. You're not going to join. Even if you're 80 years old or 40 years old, you must go to the school. And we had to see you, because you forced me as a child. I have to see that you finish it. You must, and then that gives you more life. Mr. Biden will help me, Ghani will help me, cause that we're going to keep these presidents. And if they don't, not these presidents, if they change, then some ladies president. But they'll know that at least real 12th grade education from the same schools you had to finish. Not university like UCI, that's a different, that's choice. College, that's choice. But grades 1 to 12, like, the middle school, well, no, the grades 1 to 5, the first, your normal school, your first schools, then the middle school, 5 to 6, 7, 8, probably then high school, 9, 10, 11, 12. Some high school, 10, 11, 12, some high school, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12 grades education is a must. You can maybe combine, instead of 3 schools if it's difficult, you might be able to combine 2 schools, like grades 1 to 6, 6 to 12. But you had to finish 12 grades. So since Zach and William, you might be able to finish. You might be able to do it in 2. But if you still like this, that type of grades 1 to 5, 6 to 8, middle and high school, 9 to 12, that's still pretty good. But 1 to 5, I'm not sure whether they call that. That's the start of the schools. But what I don't care. We don't want just 1 to 5. That's decent. You gotta go 5 to 10 and make it easy. The test is not the only way. Test is not the only way. Attendance is most of the time. If you show up with attendance, you're gonna get your diploma. You just show up every day, and every day you show up. I think I'm only missed in the year 1 or 2 days. That's it, 1 to 2 days. But you show up the whole year of the school time at attendance, and you get diploma. I got my diploma at Laguna Hills High School with the name under the name Al Charzi, but my information was Abdul Charzi from grades 1 to 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 8 grades, and possibly just up to 8 grades. My name was Abdul Charzi, and then at 9th grade at Irvine High School, I got my name changed to Al Charzi, and my information transferred very easily from Abdul Charzi, my real name, to Al Charzi in grades 9, 10, 9th, and then 10, 11, 12th. I was Al Jarzi, 10, 11, 12, right here in Laguna Hills High School. The first school I started was Oka here in America. Oka School is a wonderful school in Huntington Beach, California, under Abdul Tarzi at grades 3, 4th, 5th. I had a wonderful time, really cool teachers. Then I had middle school, Talbert Middle School in Huntington Beach. Talbert Middle School, that's a wonderful school too at uh, uh, 6, 7, and 8 middle school. Talbert Middle School. Talbert, and it was a really cool school. Then that was the middle school in Huntington Beach, California. Then I stayed in Huntington Beach, California, and finished my studies here in Laguna Hills High School, which is just 5 miles away from Laguna Gale, where I live. It's called Laguna Hills High School. Laguna Hills High School, LAGUNA HILLS, Laguna Hills High School, HIGH School, SCHOOL, Laguna Hills High School. And I went to Laguna Hills High School for 3 years because I did go to Irvine as well, Irvine High School for 1 year. So you're usually in high school for 4 years, and I finished that. Once the information always transfers over, and it works very well. Once I finished all that, I did go to with my mom. I think it was Solomon as well, to my the ceremony for when you finish the school. I went to that. It was very, very good school. I got a cool. I thought I was an AB student, but I didn't get the higher honor roll or anything. But I was in normal classes with very good record, like A's and B's. I never got a D or F, but I still didn't get the highest level, which is I don't believe, because the teachers might have been normal like myself. The normal teachers or normal grades, A and B. Sometimes I might have got one C or something. So I was the normal folks are actually better. Well, because that's like 70-80%. The higher honor kids are only like 10, 20, 30%, which are also pretty cool. I didn't get that. I didn't get in that program. I was so mine is Abdul Tarzi. I liked that reviewed because I went to school, and this is a lot of information. You learn about everything. Then you can deal with any subject in the world. So what I like in Afghanistan, Germany, Afghanistan, Mr. Ghani, I went to your school, grades 1 and 2. I forgot about that. Grades 1 and 2 in Afghanistan. Kabul, Almani Laysa in Afghanistan, grades 1 and 2. That was a very cool, good school, grades 1 and 2. So what I hope happens is, and this is not that difficult. What I hope happens is everyone, Mr. Ghani, by law, if you finish school, that's wonderful. Everyone has to finish their school, even if you're 30 years old, 20 years old. I was about 18, 19 years old or so when I finished my school, 17 or 18 years old. Probably like 17. 12th grade school, probably by 18. I think you got till 20 years, the year 20, about 20 to finish your grades 1 to 12. And 20 years, grades 1 to 12. But if you didn't finish it at 20, I know some people went to the schools at night that are 30 or 40 or 50 or 60. I want to do research on those that they have to, everyone, 100%, Mr. Ghani, has to finish. Even if you're 80.